don't know about my dreams. I don't know about my dreaming anymore. All that I know is I'm falling, falling, falling.
Hi guys, Makeup by Mimo here, and I'm back today with another video. And I feel like I say this for all of my videos, but I'm actually I am very excited for this video because it's something that I've never done. I went to a bridal seminar by Lo Nicely and I was really inspired. I've always loved bridal makeup. Bridal makeup is always something that I've specialized in, but me going to the seminar, I really fell in love with it all over again. I fell in love with its look. I fell in love with the entire experience. And so I wanted to create a bridal look on myself that maybe if there's a bride out there who doesn't know what look that she wants to go for, she can recreate, she can put her own spin, her own twist on it. And I just hope that you guys find this video helpful, and I hope you guys enjoy. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. Alright, okay, so for today's look, I'm going to start off with my eyes. To prime my eyes, I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Primer Potion. I'm also going to be using NYX's Eyeshadow Base. Every bride for the day of her wedding needs her eyeshadow to stay on. She needs to start off with a good foundation, a good base, and so I'm going to use these two, and I found that using these two, it really does the trick. It really allows the eyeshadow to stay on. Another alternative to this is MAC's Paint Pot. You can use Painterly, you can use Soft Ochre, you can use Brown Work, any of those that works for your skin tone and the look that you're going for, you can definitely use. Now I know this can kind of look a little bit messy at first, but just go ahead and blend it out and then start off with your eyeshadow. And another reason why I wanted to start off with my eyes for this, I want to be able to clean up the eyeshadow look really neatly, and so let's just start off with the eyes. So say if there's any fallout, we can go ahead and clean that up once we do our foundation. So I'm going to start off in the crease, and for our crease color, I want to go ahead and use this color from my Juvia's Place palette in the shade Zulu. I don't want to do anything too warm or too red, and so that's why I want to go ahead and start off with this shade, and I'm just going to blend this out into my crease, and it's going to act as my transition shade. And then for my outer corner, I want to use Anastasia Beverly Hills' Self-Made palette, and I'm going to use the shade Hot Chocolate in my outer corner just to add a little bit of depth. I know for the day of a wedding, we don't want to do anything too smoke. Well, a typical bride might not want to do anything too smoky, anything too harsh, and so I think that this is going to serve as the perfect brown in our outer corner. Now personally, I do want to add just a little bit of black, not too much, but I just want a little bit more depth in my outer corner. So from this same palette, no, actually we're not going to use this same palette because we want to do a matte black. And so let's do black eyeshadow. I'm going to just tap a little bit of that into my outer corner. And I like to take just like a fluffy blending brush and then just blend everything all together really nicely so that you don't see any lines, you don't see where it starts, nor do you see where it ends. So from the Self-Made palette, we're also going to use the shade Treasure. And I'm going to begin to pack this into my lid. We're gonna put some glitter on top because I don't know, I like glitter. I like just a little bit of shimmer. So we're going to use another glitter from Stila Cosmetics and we're gonna pack that on top, but this is gonna kind of serve as our base. Like, do you guys see that? This is without any Fix Plus. This is a good palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. And I want to add a shade to transition into the outer corner to the lid. And so I'm going to use Metallic Rum in that transition area. And so now to add onto the lid, I'm going to use Stila's Metallic Foil in the shade Kitten. And I'm going to pack that onto my lid where I use that lighter shimmer. I'm going to pack this onto it. I'm going to spray a little bit of Fix Plus with this. It actually comes with like some sort of medium to add the foil onto your lid, but I don't quite know where mine went, so Fix Plus will do. Now, of course, if you don't like glitter, if you don't like a bunch of shimmer, this is completely optional. But I guess this is for a bride who wants to be a little bit extra like me. And the main focal point of this glitter is on the lid, more towards the front. And so now I'm going to go ahead and add some liner and finish up my other eye, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished my eyes and now we're moving on to skin. To prime my skin, I'm going to be using Becca's Ever Matte Primer. For the day of a wedding, I know that every bride wants to be, well, not every bride, but most of the times brides want to have a nice matte finish, maybe a little bit of dew to their skin, just something that's going to make their face stay on long. So I'm going to use Becca's Ever Matte Primer. This does a really good job of keeping my skin matte. I have super oily skin and this does the job. And now in addition to that, I'm going to be using NARS Illuminator in the shade Laguna. I want to do this, I just want really radiant skin. Now, I'm not married, nor have I ever been married, but in my head, I would just want to have super radiant skin on the day of my wedding. So I'm just going to use a little bit of this and honestly just put it all over my face. Like, you know, I'm just going to bathe in this. I'm going to put this all over my skin so that I can glow from the inside out. Okay. Now for my foundation, I'm going to be using MAC's Prolongwear Nourishing Foundation in the shade NW50. I really enjoy this foundation because it dries matte and honestly, it just does the job. Like, I love this foundation. And to highlight, I'm going to be using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Deep. I'm also going to be using a little bit of Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer in the shade 30. I'm going to use that underneath my eyes, a little bit in my T-zone. I'm going to do the bridge of my nose as well. And to blend this out, I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender. And while I'm blending in my concealer, I'm just going to clean up that cut from my eyeshadow. And I'm going to go back with the brush and kind of blend it out, but I'm going to make sure that everything is nice and clean from here. I'm going to focus on looking up so that everything is nice and blended. I'm going to get into my fine lines and my creases and just blend. Now I use both of these concealers because I really want to look nice and highlighted. I don't want to be too light underneath my eyes, but I want to have like a nice glow to my face. And so I think these two concealers really do a good job of adding some highlight and dimension to my face. To make sure everything's nice and blended, I'm going to be using MAC's Studio Fix Compact in the shade NW55. And I also really like this foundation because it doesn't give you any flashback. And so on the day of your wedding, when I know that you are taking a lot of pictures, you know, leading into your reception, that might be a little bit later into the evening, you don't have to worry about getting any flashback or anything of that nature, because who wants that? Who wants that on the day of their wedding? Not I. Nope, not me. Can't be me. And then I'm going to go ahead and bake. I'm going to be using Laura Mercier's Loose Translucent Powder in the shade Medium Deep. And while I'm baking, I'm going to go ahead and do my lips. I am using MAC's Lip Liner in the shade Chestnut. And then for the day of the wedding, of course you want a lip that's going to stay on for a long time, so I'm going to use a matte liquid lipstick. I'm going to put a little bit of gloss on top. I'm going to be using ColourPop's lipstick in the shade Chai, and I want to go for like a nice nude lip, and so I'm going to be using this liquid lipstick and then I'm going to put a gloss on top. The gloss that I'm going to use on top is Taraji P. Henson's Lipglass from her Viva Glam collection with MAC, and so I'm going to use just a little bit of this on top just to kind of bring everything together. I'm going to go ahead and dust off my highlight. Add a little bit of brown underneath just to kind of smoke it out, just a little bit, not too much. Add a little bit of shimmer in my tear duct. I'm going to contour the bridge of my nose using MAC's Studio Fix Compact in the shade NW58. For my blush, I'm going to be using MAC's blush in Sweet as Cocoa. Now I love this because it's not really too much color. It just kind of adds just a nice touch. And so I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. It kind of has a nice shimmer to it as well. So I really, really like this blush. It's one of my favorites. And then last but not least for my highlight, I'm going to be using Anastasia's Glow Kit in the shade Dripping in Gold. And literally, it's the day of my wedding. I want to glow. I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. I want to kind of just dust that on my forehead, just a little bit. It's my wedding. cares? It's my wedding. I can glow as much as I want to. And I'm also going to put it on my brow bone. And we are done. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I thought it was really fun to do. As I said, I went to the seminar and I fell in love with bridal makeup all over again. And so I hope that this inspires someone, this helps someone who's thinking of a look for the day of their wedding. And so, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.